If you love Jesus, move
Apostolic
like
Sunday
a
School.
cow.
Hello and welcome to ApostolicSundaySchool.com. Today we're going to be doing a really cool experiment that talks about the things that people rely on. Now there's all kinds of things that people rely on. Some of them are things like cars and motorcycles or houses or whatever. Some people trust in luck. Some people trust in money. Some people trust in their family or their friends, and some people trust in themselves. All things that you necessarily don't need to solely trust in, as opposed to trusting in God. Psalms chapter 20 verse 7 says, "Some trust in chariots and some in horses, but we will remember the name of the Lord our God." Now that is who we should trust in. Today we're going to be doing a very simple experiment where this cup full of water represents God, and this, an egg, represents us. Now sometimes in life we get put in situations that are a bit precarious, or they're a little bit off-putting, or they're, just to put it simply, quite scary. And you think, can God really take care of me during these troubled times? Well, let me tell you that God can. When life gets crazy, when life gets goofy, when everything around you starts seeming like it's absolutely crazy, and you feel like you're in an impossible situation, and you're really not comfortable with where you're at, it can be very scary. But if you just rely completely on God and put your life in His hands, He says, trust me. When it seems the whole world is against you, trust me. When something crazy comes into your life, trust me. When the bully at school is picking on you, trust me. I'm going to take care of you. Are you ready? Something crazy is about to happen. And just like that, God kept His hand on us, and we are completely protected. Now this is a real egg. It's completely raw. It's not hard-boiled. There's nothing wrong with it. This is just a regular egg. But you see, God took care of it, and God caught it. But what about when the really crazy times come? Maybe it's not a bully, but maybe it's someone that you love that completely walked out on you or left you. Can you still trust Him? Can you trust Him no matter how nutty the situation is? Can we trust Him no matter what? Can we still completely trust God? Now this is a little more scary. It's easy to trust God in good times, and it's easy to trust Him in times when, maybe it's just little things. But when it's a big thing, life can get just scary. Can we trust Him? Job fought with this, but he said, "Naked came I into this world, naked shall I return. Blessed be the name of the Lord." And just like that, even in a crazy, crazy, crazy time, we're still completely unharmed, completely protected, because God is there to take care of you. But can God take care of you while He's also taking care of someone else? I mean, how big is God? How far is His reach? Well, let's find out. Let's see. Can we trust God? Isaiah chapter 41 verse 10 says, "Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee, yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness." Let's see. Now, are you ready for this? Here we go. Bam, bam. Check that out. God is awesome. John chapter 10 verse 28 says, Jesus was talking, "I will give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand. My Father which gave them me is greater than all, and no man is able to pluck them out of my Father's hand." Now these eggs are completely intact. I've seen it used where they use a big tray, like a fast food restaurant, one of the serving trays, and you can get like 5 cups and 5 eggs and 5 tubes and do this. It doesn't really matter what you use as the tray, as long as it has the lip. This lip here is very important. So this cup, a clear glass so they can see it fall in, fill it up about 3/4 of the way, that way it catches it completely. On top of that, Put a pan. These are just pie pans from the dollar store. On top of that, you'll put your toilet paper tube. And this is key. You got to make sure it is completely, perfectly orientated in this direction and this direction. So that's why I was looking at it from both sides, to make sure that it's in the dead center. Because if it's not, you're going to have a little bit of an issue. Also, the pans, the pie pans that are flat bottomed are better. These here actually have ridges, and so they kind of rock. It's not very good, but they work. All right, so let's see if we got this going. Okay, line it up, both directions. When you're good to go, you are ready to smack it. Again, the lip of this pie pan is going to catch this paper tube and knock it out. When you put the egg on, make sure you put it sideways and not down, because if you do, the end can actually go too deep in the egg, and when it goes, it can actually throw the egg a little bit. Not good. Make sure you lay it on its side. Okay, once you get it lined up, you're going to smack it, and smack it good. You got to smack it with confidence. If you only do a little tap, it's going to be a disaster. You're going to have this thing crack, and it's going to just be a mess. So smack it good. Bam! It's going to fall right in. Everything's cool. Now, you're probably wondering, is this a real egg? Yes, it is a real egg. Just like that. The egg is real. Hope you enjoy it. Hope it can help your Sunday school. If you have a better way to use this same lesson, let me know, because I want to make my Sunday school better, as I'm sure you do. So go to the website, drop a comment, send us info through our email, whatever. Until then, God bless and happy Sunday schooling. It's like an egg smoothie. That's disgusting. Ugh.